If you're currently paying for more than one AI video generator, you're wasting money every single day, and you probably don't even realize it. But it's not just about the money. It's the 15 different tabs you have open, each with a different tool, making every step of your process harder than it needs to be. I was tired of burning money on subscriptions that didn't work well together, so I spent months searching for something better. Eventually, I found a tool that gave me everything I needed. In this video, you'll discover the one tool I found that helped me save hundreds of dollars a year by replacing all my AI video subscriptions with a single, smarter solution. And you'll finally get access to a workflow that feels like it was built for someone just like you. It's fast, easy to use, and designed to let you create without constantly switching tools. Before we dive in, let's break down why those AI video subscriptions you're paying for right now are secretly robbing you. There are three big reasons: the cost, the impracticality, and the letdown. First, let's talk about the obvious one: cost. Most people don't even realize how much these subscriptions are draining them. You sign up for Seedance at $30 a month. Then you add Kling for another $25 because it looked promising. Next comes Hailuo, which adds another $35 to your bill. Pixverse will cost you $24 if you want the features that actually work. And then there's VEO, which can run up to $200 a month if you take the best plan. All of that adds up, just because one cool tool had a feature you didn't want to miss, or a model that looked amazing. Before you know it, you've got all these subscriptions quietly billing you month after month. It's money being spent on tools you're not even using regularly. And because each one bills separately, it's harder to track how much you're really spending. What really bothers me is that every platform comes with its own interface, download method, and workflow. That means relearning an entirely new system just to get basic results. You spend more time figuring out where the settings are than actually creating something. It kills your creative flow. And the worst part is, when you finally decide to pay for that hyped up new model, you try it and it actually looks good. But then 3 days later, another tool drops a newer, better model. At that point, you've already paid for the first one and you're locked in for the month, or maybe even longer. So now you're stuck deciding if you should pay for another subscription, hold on to the one you have just in case, or cancel and risk losing access. That's how you end up with 5 different tools. Not because you need them, but because you didn't want to miss out. And at that point, you're not building a workflow. You're just collecting subscriptions and wasting cash. Here's the solution you've probably been looking for. It's called Openart, and it solves all of this. You won't need any of your 5 subscriptions, and you'll never need to switch between tabs again. Inside Openart, everything lives in one clean interface. All the top models are right there, ready to use as they launch. You won't waste time or money on some outdated model. The new one's already included. So if you just wanted the answer, this is it. Click the link in the description, sign up for Openart, and start using it today. And by the way, I noticed that they still haven't turned off the Black Friday 20 code. It's not supposed to work anymore, but right now, it still gives you 20% off. I have no clue how long that'll last, so if you're gonna grab it, I'd do it before they fix it. But if you wanna see exactly how to use it, step by step, for AI video generation, keep watching. That's what we're diving into next. When you sign up to Openart, you'll land on the homepage. On the left-hand side, you'll find a Generate Video section, which is where you'll start your video generation workflow. Once you click that, you'll enter the main workspace. On the left, you'll see 4 tabs. There is Text, Image, Element, and Audio, which you can use across the best video generators. Text is your typical text-to-video generation. You type in a prompt and adjust model-specific settings. Image lets you upload a base image and then guide the AI using a prompt. Element, which is currently only working with Kling 1.6, allows you to drop in up to 4 images, which the model will use and animate based on your prompt. And Audio is where things get interesting. This allows you to input your own voice into the video, which we'll explore later. Let's start with text to video. Right above the prompt box, you'll find the model selector, and this is where Openart really shines. You get instant access to the best video models out right now. Seedance, VEO3, Kling 2.1, Hailuo, VEO, and more, all in one place, ready to use. For this showcase, I'm selecting VEO3. When selected, the settings will auto-update. I'll keep everything as is, except change the resolution to 1080p and the video mode to fast. Then I paste in my prompt right here and click create. Once the video is generated, it's clearly high quality. It looks just like what you'd expect from Google VEO. It's super realistic. Now let's try version 2.1 of Kling. So now I switch models, set the duration to 5 seconds, leave the aspect ratio as is, and paste in a new prompt. One feature I haven't mentioned yet is Prompt Enhance. When turned on, it automatically optimizes your prompt for the selected model, making it more specific and aligned to the AI's strengths. So I keep Prompt Enhance on, paste in my prompt, and click create. And once again, the result is impressive. Kling always stands out for its realistic video generations and impressive control over motion and scene autonomy, and if you check the right side of the interface, you can compare your original prompt with the enhanced version. You'll notice it's longer, more descriptive, and tailored to the model. This feature really boosts quality and ease of use. Next, let's check out image to video. I'll keep Kling 2.1 selected, upload an image of a lumberjack, and paste in a prompt that describes him chopping wood. I set quality mode to master, and for this showcase, I'll leave the duration at 5 seconds and click create. The result is excellent, realistic lighting, sharp visuals, and the animation quality holds up. But this gets even better since Openart is an all-in-one tool. It can do a lot more powerful stuff. So now, let me show you how to create your own base image directly in Openart. Click the Openart logo on the top left to return to the home page. Then click Generate Image, and this opens a new workflow. At the top, you can choose image types presets like photorealistic, anime, fantasy, or even 3D characters. For this demo, I'll go without a preset and choose the Flux Context Pro model to keep things realistic. Now I paste in a prompt, turn on Prompt Enhance, and leave the other settings as is. But you can play around with specialized options like seed and steps that are also available for fine-tuning. I usually generate at least 2 images to compare results. Once the images are done, I click on the one I like best, and in the top right corner, there's an image to video button. Click it, and Openart brings you right back into the video generation interface with your selected image already loaded. From here, I enter my prompt, which is a man walking away from the camera as the camera moves backwards. Then I set quality mode to the pro setting, click create, and wait for the output. It turned out very clean, with a super moody feel to it. Kling 2.1 handles it perfectly. Alright, so now let's take it up a notch. If you want the people in your AI videos to actually look the same across every scene, you'll want to create consistent characters. Here's exactly how to do it. First, head over to the characters section. You'll be presented with 3 options to get started. Start with a description, start with 1 image, or start with 4+ images to create a more detailed reference. I've already created a character, and once inside the character workflow, I go to the prompt and reference tab. This is where you can experiment with your character. So do things like customize clothing, scenarios, or styles. Let's say I want to dress my medieval style character in a cyberpunk outfit. I'll paste in my new prompt, turn on Prompt Enhance, and adjust a few settings. I'll change the prompt adherence to 11 since this tells the AI how strictly to follow the prompt. And I'll also turn off Preserve Key Features, which allows for a little more flexibility in how the character is rendered. Once that's done, I hit Create. Now, let's take a look at how the generated images turned out, and honestly, the result is solid. You can clearly see the character's facial features and core details are still preserved. But now, he's placed in a cyberpunk city with a completely different outfit. It's sleek, futuristic, but still true to the original character. Now, for one of the coolest features in Openart, the in-app image editing tool. Once you click on the image you like, head to the top right corner and click Edit. This takes you into the editing page, which has one standout tool I want to highlight, and that's the Remove tool that lets you erase any part of the image with a single click. For example, my character is currently holding a sword, and it doesn't really fit the cyberpunk aesthetic. So I select the sword, and without typing a single prompt, Openart takes care of removing it for me. In seconds, it's gone clean, seamless, and realistic. So now, I'll reopen the image and click the top right image to video button that sends our consistent character straight into the video generator. I choose Seedance, tweak a few settings, drop in my prompt, and hit create. The result looks great, so let's test 2 more variations using different images of the same character. And as you can see, every single video comes back with the same consistent face, even in totally different scenes and outfits. That's the kind of reliability you need when building cohesive stories with AI video. But now let's go back to the real issue here, which is the subscription problem. What really pushed me to find a solution in the first place was a flood of new AI models dropping every single week. Like seriously, it feels like there's always some crazy new model, and we all of course want to try them out, but that's where it gets expensive. Because every time something new drops, you're thinking, alright, let me just grab one more subscription. But that's exactly how it gets much more expensive. That alone is the final and biggest reason why Openart is so powerful. It's because it's constantly evolving. Anytime a new AI model launches, for images or video, Openart's already on it. They bring in the freshest, best performing models the moment they launch, with no waiting or extra subscriptions. Whether you want to try out the latest video generator or a crazy new image model you spotted on Twitter, chances are it's already in Openart. And better yet, there's usually a tutorial built in showing you exactly how to use it right inside the platform. That's why I finally pulled the plug. I canceled every other AI generator subscription I had and just stuck with Openart. It gave me everything I needed without the chaos and the extreme costs. So if you also want to stop burning money on tool after tool and finally get rid of the chaos that comes with handling 5 different app subscriptions just to create a single video, then go sign up to Openart using my link in the description.